And it's a pleasant good morning to you. A Wednesday morning, the 27th day of the month of March 2024. As we witness the month of March rapidly speeding along. Yes, things, it's just the other day we look at the eventful January. January was quite eventful. And look where we are now. Look where we are. In quick succession. Well, as I said, good morning once again. It's another live streaming of Tychicus the Revelator and his views and interesting facts. Now let me make it abundantly clear that you wish to participate and interact, then you are free to do so. But one thing for sure, it must be of a constructive nature, right? I won't tolerate nonsense, right? And I always say there are other lives that will contain or tolerate nonsense. But whenever time you see the live streaming of Tychicus the Revelator, it must be something constructive you're going to engage me in, right? Because it's all about sending out the positive message, the positive vibes. Now, remember, I'm not saying here humor isn't a part of positiveness. Yes, happiness is a part of positiveness. Truthfulness is a part of positiveness, right? So, yes, you can entertain. Yes, it's a part of positiveness. But please, don't come here with your personal vendettas. And this is one life that don't accommodate couscous. This life accommodate reasoning. I'm not expecting anyone to be competing with anyone's knowledge, but I expect everyone to impart their knowledge onto others who really needs it, right? That's what this life is about, right? I don't know if the rules of my life are too strict, or they are very few people like myself, right, is on the internet. But I really not going to go down the road of others to get engagement, to get followers, to get notification. I just won't, right? So those of you who sometimes subtly saw a life progressing, and for some reason you would want to join, to swing the ball, to bowl the googly, right? To challenge. It's not so here. So the reason I'm saying all of this, make your decision. before you comes on. Right? Make your decision. There are lots happening that we can talk about. And in doing so, we must also realize that we have a part to play in solving our own problem. Lots of things in this country isn't going right. And if we are living up to the changings of time, not in the 70s, not in the 50s when I were born and there was no live streaming. No, there was no opportunity for one to voice their opinion. Although they said it was freedom of speech, we did not have the medium for us to make our speech freely. So in the third year, in 2024, it's not no longer that way. We are at liberty now to speak our mind a little freer than when I was born in the 50s. Yes. So while we uses these medias, this opportunity, please, I'm asking you to use it wisely. Right? And you may say, oh, I'm so and so. Mighty God, I don't think I can ever explain why I'm sounding like this. Right? I don't think I can ever explain as much my concern of what I have seen happening on these platforms, in and around us, off the platform and on the platform, in the society, in every act of our society. There are some unbelievable things happening here. And I said to you before, I'm not expecting anyone to come and test anyone's knowledge here. But with an intention, whether in the comment section or an invitation to join the panel, right? Make sure that it must be an intention to bring about awareness. So, the awareness of things that we are reckoning now that people do not know. Let us use these platforms wisely to help and transform our troubled nation and our troubled country, our troubled space. Please, right? Don't be afraid to interact, right? And you can send your little piece that you believe can help the situation, right? Now, it's not about JLP, PMP, UIC, or whatever P. That is not it. It long gone behind that, right? Now, if you want to put it into a package, just put it into a package of humanity, humanitarians, right? And time will stop. Look and one person said him a PMP, or him a JLP, or him a UIC, or him a Gaza, or him a Gully, or him a Vendetta. It's time we stop, look at each other in those regards. And look at each other as one. One blood, one people, one art, one destiny. Right? It's time we started to do that. Right? And to see if we can bring a little more soberness to the madness that is taking place in our space right now as I speak. This live streaming today is not an ordinary one on the 27th day of March. If you're serious about change, if you're serious about solution, you can join this live. If you're serious about love, if you're really and truly concerned, yes, without any form of biasness, right, then let it go, let it flow. Let us try our best to make a difference here today, right? Take a break from the cascas. Take a break, man, from the tops and roses. Take a break from the greed, and let's try to lead. Yes? Let's try to lead our struggling brothers and sisters wherever they are. Whether they are in the House of Parliament or they are in poorhouse. Wherever they are, whether they are in garden house or they are in penitentiaries. Right? And let us try to impart some of what we know and we believe is right unto them. Because as far as I can see, there are lots of people who do not know what is right and what is wrong. You may ask, what is the subject today? What is the topic? Well, if you want to find out what is the topic today, I will just explain to you that is values and attitudes. That is what I base my topic on today, to bring out my displeasure with the behavior pattern of our leaders and our followers. Values and attitudes. That's my topic today. Is there anyone out there want to join in the discussion? How to maintain values. How we get our younger generation to value themselves and to bring about the right attitude that will bring about the change that we are all hunger for. Right? The change of what we are seeing. Now, for the past couple of days, our attention were on the budget speeches. And we see how that has been unfold, right? To the closure yesterday. Yes, I think I'll start there. Right? Because the subject is values and attitude. Right? So first and foremost, we are going to look at the prestige and the value of God knows. How valuable it is. How God house can maintain its prestige. Lots of young ones are there. Some are just learning the craft or the trade. And you have people in there who are aging and will soon don't have a foot or a seat in God knows. So while they are there, I do believe that they have a grand and a great opportunity to set a perfect example for the young upcoming ones. Yes, I do believe that the elders are to show how much that house means to us, and the value that whosoever occupied it must display. Right? For me, I am no scholar, but dunce enough to see and acknowledge that it not look good. It not sound good. Right? The only thing that look good, that is looking good about God's house, is the way you all dress. Clean and shine and sharp. But your attitude in Garden House, in the House of Parliament, in the Parliament House is not good. The values and the attitudes are poor. I'm no scholar, but I can see it and I can feel it. Sometimes it's painful to watch them in God knows, to watch these individuals that we have elected to take care of our business. It's not looking good, it is not sounding good. Now here we are. A live stream with a difference today. And if I am not the only one who are concerned, right? Then you can make your voice be heard, even your finger, by drop it in the comment section. Right? You can drop it in the comment section and send a clear message. Right? He that knoweth the right and do the wrong shall be spanked with many stripes. Sorry. If you know you can make a difference and says nothing, you know what you see there is hurting you because you have your young siblings growing up and seeing it, that behavior pattern, right? And you says nothing. It's like, as I was saying before, when the parents hear the children them said, "Mama, the food bad, the dinner bad," and you don't correct the child will continue to have bad for good in their expression and in their visions and in what you tolerate. Right? If once you stop the child, when you hear that child referring to good as bad, and you stop the child there, then it wouldn't spread and becomes a norm as you see it today. What I just said. If every mother, every parent stop their children from calling good bad and bad good, it wouldn't reach to this stage where it becomes a norm. People are taking this for norm. So good has now becomes bad, and bad becomes good. That's why my life is like this, because of the turnaround. These are what I am saying, good things here. I'm quite sure you switch this and go over to another live, and you hear somebody telling someone how much lollipop you are to suck, how much this and how much that, and that live stream has been loaded, well decorated, well supported. But look at the one that is saying good things. Right? So we're back to God knows. We're back into the House of Representatives. Right? Where bad behavior bad behaving ministers, bad attitude, bad manners, right, is the order of the day. Outside, your prime minister fire you. Talking to their fellow man. No, no, go. Talking to their fellow man. The tearing down of one another in a disrespectful manner. As leaders, it is not good for what is trending now. In your doings, Mr. and Mistress Parliamentarian, in your doing, just cock your ears to your neighboring troubled island of Haiti. Cock your ears, open your eyes and glimpse what is happening over there. And if you want, you can go back into your vocab and remember how far that has been building, how long that has been building. It has been cooking, it has been baking until the center could not hold anymore. Parliamentarians, Jamaicans, I urges you, while you're in your prestigious mood, getting your prestigious salaries, please think about the future and your behavior. I warn you, I'm no scholars. I am no scholars. But one thing I know, I meditate a lot. And I saw a lot that is happening now. I saw it coming before. And I knew it would have reached to this. And sad to say, expecting it to get worse. Only if we don't make a radical turn around in what we are doing. I don't matter how many PhDs you want to have, because PhDs doesn't make your attitude good, as you have proven it to us. You have proven that to us. Well, we know the fact, yes, that we are human. Yes, that we are human. And being a human, we are subjects to mistakes. Yes, aren't we? Yeah. We are subject to mistakes. Nobody agree with me? Nobody in the comment section agree with me? Nobody disagree with me? Right? Nobody agree or nobody disagree with what I'm saying. Hmm? Hmm? Yeah. Nobody agree. Nobody agree. Nobody disagree with what I am saying because Tychicus the Revelator don't know nothing. Tychicus the Revelator is just a mere troublemaker. Anyhow, yeah, as we press on for the politicians to give a listening ears to what is happening in Haiti and to take all the precautionary measures to prevent such a thing occurring here. I urge all politicians from which side of the fence they are on, right? To pay keen attention to what is happening. What is happening in our neighboring country of Haiti, and make sure in their doings is not to bring this country to that level. Right? Well, me know the partisan people, them, the die-hearted people, them, now go up in arms with me for me saying all these things, The die-hearted PMP, the die-hearted JLP, the die-hearted UIC, or whatever you ought to see. Me know you're not going to, right? Agree with me, because the blame game, PMP girl, the PMP boy there, the PMP girl there, that is your mode of defense. So you're not going to agree with me, because you're not going to accept that whether none of you never born with a label named PMP, JLP, or UIC. So all I am saying is not to make the thing spilt over to that by your actions. Whatever P you want to represent, right? Don't allow it. Now, why am I saying that? This country, Jamaica, is pregnant. Yes, Jamaica is pregnant and is about to give birth. I'm just waiting to see if somebody would ask me, what Jamaica is pregnant with? Corruption. Jamaica is pregnant and Jamaica is pregnant with corruptions. So we have to make sure that corruption don't give birth to make a corruptive baby born to continue. But right now, Jamaica is pregnant. Soon give birth to a corrupted baby. I don't believe corruption can be more rampant in any other place like Jamaica. And not that Jamaica is pregnant with corruption and only corruption. Jamaica is pregnant with lack of knowledge. You know, I like what I say, you know, so I like it. I like what I say. Because me just like what me say, you know. Because me know so what me said a while ago, you know, is as truth as darkness is to light. Yes. Yeah. And the reason why I like myself a while ago, you know, I check to see if that features have turned off on my life. That's why I like myself. But when I do so, I saw it working. Then I realized it is not turned off. Yeah. Not that Jamaica is pregnant with corruption, but also with lack of knowledge, ignorance. And if the live continue for over an hour, then probably you will hear a little more. But you know, say TikTok, if you go an hour and a live like this that not getting support, TikTok is gonna cut it because for lack of activities, right? But it's always such a shame to know that it is program live like these that don't get the support. So you have seen the level of corruption, and while you are a well-thinking person, you must concern. Yeah. You must. You must concern. Right? And why I'm doing this, it's because I'm concerned about the country I am living in. I really have a love for my fellow men. So I really concerned, and from where I am sitting, when I go around, and sometimes in my gimmicks, I will say certain things, and then I would watch your reaction. Then I started to evaluate the power of your mind. You know, I started to evaluate the power of your mind, right? Because I love to be in the streets with the people, right? And there are some real well thinkers in the streets, and some place that you aren't looking for them, right? Some powerful minded people, right? At some places where you aren't looking for them, and that's where they are, right? Some of them held hostage for a very long time, so they give up. Yes, they give up. I know as I speak, lots of young men and women now who are giving up because of the system, because of the situation, right? Not many is as bold enough as I do to come out on a live stream and saying the things I'm saying right now. I mean, young people, right? They would rather to take it the other way around and say, boy, not now go on and Prime Minister for go do this and Prime Minister for go do that, or this man you have to go do this, or this man you have to go do that, or come with a skull head and put it down. And the younger ones are looking at that and saying, is this the way to go? Yes, we know that spiritual powers must be in your doings. Yes. Who forget gunshot and who forget dead by the spiritual powers, right? I do a video this morning, going about 5 hours now, and before I come on the live, it gone 97 views and 5 likes. Yeah, 97 views and 5 likes on TikTok, right? Now, because it was peaking on the line of positiveness, that's why it got so a little engagement. Right? Yeah. So those perception, we would thank you, Bumper, right? Those perception, we would want to change rapidly. And I speak earlier about the bad being referred to as good, right? Right? Those are the perceptions we need to get out of our thought, right? And learn to support what or who is good. Thank you. These are the things that we as a people must see to it that it happens. Because at the ending of the day, speaking on the behalf of young people, it is your children who's gonna feel it. Whatsoever lay down bad here, right now, when probably I am gone, it is your children and your children going to feel the effects as we have felt the effects of indoctrination and false teaching and cow jump over the moon and dish run away with the spoon. And we grow up with those stupid mentalities in our head. Because our foreparents did not correct it from there. And in this day and age, you are watching your child doing things, bleaching their skins, removing their natural looks, replace it with artificial things. And you boast about your child looking good. Your child is hot. Right? Right? You see your child making certain expressive dance. You applaud that child. Right? Without teaching the child, you hear what them say, call it routine. All of that has a root. It going somewhere. The routine. So you watch your expression. Right? Now, you watch your child. Behaving badly, disrespecting their peers, sometimes even disrespecting the parents at home. As I'm living in, I wouldn't say volatile, but I am living in the garrisons. And I'm living in a tenement environment. And I've heard children, disrespecting their parents, not listening to their parents, right? Right? I've seen children that parents cannot speak to. I've seen where parents go to bed, leave their children on the street. Now, in my days of growing, and so it go. Children has to be in bed while the parents come off the street and saw them in their bed. Yes? Yes. That's how I knew it. I knew of the horse pulling the cart, not the cart pulling the horse. But I've seen the turn around these days. That makes me concerned. You know what I saw? I saw the blind man and the blind woman selling in Coronation Market, and the man with the two eyes and can see is begging. Glory. Now, you don't hate me no more now. You don't hate me no more. Maybe gonna, because sometimes I'm afraid to talk the things them, because I want a little support. Right? I'm afraid to talk the things them. Right? I'm afraid to talk the things them what me I see. And me I wonder if I'm me alone I see them things there. Right? In a Christmas, I made a video in the Coronation Market. The Friday, I went into Coronation Market and I've seen a manhole spilling up all the obnoxious fluid in the air. And I made a video of it. The Friday morning early. Coming on to the Yuletide season, the Christmas season, when the market is well populated. Right? You have foodstuff selling here, foodstuff selling there. I said, how can this be? And the day before, a popular radio station were in the market that I were listening to all day, and they make no mention of that. Right? So I am the ants, and I was seeing it, and I make a video of it the Friday morning. And the Monday morning, I returned saying over the weekend, that problem must have rectified. And as I was going along, I heard the woman, yay! And she fell into the manhole. And when I take a check, is a blind woman selling in the Coronation Market. Did not see the manhole, and she dropped right in it. And I managed to make another video of it. Now, when people are going to tell me about no God, no death, he better keep that to himself. Right? Because it's only God alone could have made me pass back there at that time to see that after so many hours in the market that food has been selling, no effort had been made to rectify that situation. And in doing so, I'm going to tell you this, in doing so, you know I got a lashing. Yes. You never did have to take the woman's picture. Right? Of views and likes, yeah, look. That's what I got from some of the fellow people. The same people them who have to tie up their nose in the market. You see, me serve a God, So, me know, so when me talk for me things, them, he knows, say no lie me I tell. Right? Now, she was a blind woman. You know, in upon TikTok, Facebook, right now, that particular video is on it. Right? I don't remember what my label. I think as a label shame in a Coronation Market, something like that. It labeled. Right? Right? Believe you me. And I get a whipping, verbal whipping for doing that. I should have never taken the woman's picture fell into to bring about sorry, it never corrected immediately. But the fact that the local government election were coming up, so in that period of time, that manhole has been now corrected. And it has been there throughout the Yuletide season, throughout the Christmas season, when the market were heavily laden with patrons and consumers and the goods, right? Yes, what they just did not see it as important at that time. And there are many, 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 many more incidents that I can speak of that brought about my concern about my fellow Jamaicans. Many, many more. Whether it's in the marketplace, or in the church, or in the House of Parliament, or the dance hall, or the wholesale, or the cricket ground, wherever I've seen this level of abnormalcy amongst our people, on the internet most of all. Yes. I have to do it. A video about 3 days ago. One that said, no matter how you post your video and it look good or interesting or intriguing, they will watch it to the end, but they would have never comment or give it a like. But they will view it. Right? They will view it. But they knew that commenting is supporting. Right? And I have to do it that because it is the very thing that is happening. Right? If you will on the live stream, and you see who joined and who comment, who give a gift, right? Who likes, right? So because of your action, it is not hard for anyone to know the mindset of the people, because it is you who are exposing your mindset. Yeah? Is it you? It's you. So you don't have to go to any Obia man. Right? You should have see that for yourself. Say, is your own action why this individual is saying this is what you are showing. If I come out and said, Jamaican, full of fast people, they would have cussed me to the ground. While I'm not lying. How do you know? When me look, me say Faz here, me say Faz nail, yeah, right? Me say Faz buttocks, me say Faz breast, right? Yeah. So, am I wrong to say that? And you already showcased to me that you're false by removing, for whatever reason, your natural hair and put on a false hair in it. When I go down King Street, Princess Street, I saw the high volume of people putting on hair that is not theirs. So that isn't that enough to say they are false? Because their hair is not real, their buttocks is not real, their breast is not real, their nails are not real, right? Isn't that accurate enough to say they are false? I'm not judging and I'm not lying. So remember, the topic is values and attitudes. That's where we are today. Remember, you can share the live, like it, invite your mama, invite your papa. It is a family discussion. All your young ones can sit and listen, right? So this, you and the family can participate in my life at this time of the day. Now come next week, right? On Wednesday night, the raunchy part of being. And I think that's every Wednesday and Saturday night. We are gonna get deep. We are going to get deep. We are gonna be talking sex, right? So we reserve those programs for the night time. Live will end in 49 seconds. What does this mean, God?